Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Question of Trek. Today is one of the first of our summer specials. Joining me to my right, well, your left from your point of view, of course, but it's my right, is Julianne, who's filling in for Zoe, because Zoe's not feeling too well, unfortunately, but she is here in the chat, so if everyone can wish her well until they get better, that'd be great. Joining Julianne is Stu from the Twitch channel Stooge Action, who's also the host of Star Trek Sundays. So you'll be doing a show tomorrow, won't you? Because Sunday.
Yes. Yeah, looking forward to it. Kapla.
And to my left, and everyone else's right, is of course one of our usual team captains, which is Paul, aka Scarlet Trekkie.
Good evening, everyone.
And joining him is one of the best lore channels out there. And if you haven't been to his channel, you should, one, hang your head in shame, and two, click the link in the description, go over there and subscribe to his channel. It is, of course, Rick from Certifiably Ingame.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about someone else. Hi.
And not forgetting, of course, our scorekeeper referee and my hetero man wife.
Welcome, everyone. Kapla.
Unfortunately, we don't have a cartoon for you this week. As I said, one of our team captains who usually does the animation is not feeling too well, so we weren't able to get that cartoon completed. But don't worry, we'll show it on the next special, which will be in 2 weeks.
Conti, they say Bird of Prey saying your volume seems a little low.
My volume seems a little low, does it? Let me just check. Okay.
It's a little bit low. Not too bad.
Okay, I'll just have to speak up a little bit then, if that helps anything. I can't do any, but let me just hold on 1 second. Now this is annoying me. Yeah, so sometimes this is okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yes.
You weren't annoyed already?
No, I wasn't.
Oh dear.
Okay.
You wait till Zoe starts in the chat.
Well, I guess I'm not doing my job, Paul.
No, you're not.
No, I guess you're not.
You're just lulling you into a false sense of security.
Well, unfortunately,
you found me out, Paul. That was supposed to be a secret.
Well, my microphone is set to maximum output, so I can't get it any louder than that. So I do apologize if you can't hear me all that well. I will attempt to speak up. Okay, but before we get into things, let's see who's with us who's with us here tonight. We have with us James Furman, alarm set, and he's got that scary mirror universe version of our unusual thumbnail. That's cool.
Okay.
Cake is Eternal says, darn, I thought I might actually get some sleep tonight. Fortunately, Cake is Eternal, that's just not going to happen. Gordon Blake says, hi, everyone. Hello, Gordon. Good to see you.
Hello.
Welcome, Gordon.
Zoe says, evening all, I'm looking for a nice, clean game here with plenty of pushing and shoving. Yes,
we'll do our best.
We'll do our best. John DeMarco, in the words of Worf, if winning is not important, then why keep score? That's true. Who else is there?
And Conti kept the score very closely kept an eye on it very tightly last week.
Mike.
Orange Mike 44 says, good evening, all. Good evening, Orange Mike 44. And Commodore Ty says, hello all. Hello, Commodore Ty.
Commodore.
And I think also with us is Jay Coultier. He says, hello, questionnaires. This is my first summer special.
Hi, James.
How special are we talking here? Wow. That's up to you, isn't it?
Well,
that's up to you. That's up to you.
Is the question.
It is.
It's our first summer special as well, and we're just as intrigued.
Arabic Sonda says, Julian True to you as well.
Jolan True.
35 says, sorry, didn't mean to make an issue of it.
Yeah, you did, Bird. Yeah, you did.
We know you did.
Potato Reverend says, hey, long time, man. Says, well, hello, Potato Reverend. And Andy O says, hi, all. Hello, Andy O. Good to see you.
Hello, Andy O.
Okay. Before we get into things, let's check out our amazing scoreboard.
Amazing.
And our two team names today are Action Adventure and Something Witty. Cool. So, Ed Wilson also says, hi all, best of luck, Captain Lyra. Okay. I don't know we had a Captain Lyra, but okay.
That's me. Sorry.
Is it?
It's my alter ego on Star Trek
okay.
Adventures. Yes.
Right.
Hi, Ed.
Right then, which team would like to go first tonight?
Well, I think Julianne should, because I mean it's our guest,
Yeah.
Okay.
guest captain.
Okay.
So Action Adventure will go first tonight. Okay. Here is the first question. What is the Ferengi rule of acquisition? Sorry. What is Ferengi rule of acquisition number 31?
Oh, Bennett.
I'll also ask
Starting off with a bang.
I'll also ask the audience not to put any correct answers in the chat. So you can put parody answers in, or some Mickey take answers, but please do not put the correct answers in the chat. Thank you.
Zoe wants to know, hey, why were they allowed 3 words in their name?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I have no idea, Stu. Do you know?
I mean, there's only, what is it, 200 and something or another to choose from.
Surely you should deduct a point for that, right?
I can make a guess, but it
Please.
would be a guess.
Or you can
it's
raise your
worth it.
shields. You can raise your shields.
I don't know if I'm going to use that so early.
Well, remember,
Yeah, but
you can only use it in round 1.
If it's one they're definitely not going to get. Never.
Yeah.
You on Wednesdays, yeah.
Well,
I mean, my guess would be treat employees like family, always exploit them. That would be my guess, but it would be an absolute guess, picking it out of the air. I'm more inclined to raise shields, yeah. Up to you as the captain.
what do you think, Stu? Should we raise shields?
That would be my preference.
Red alert! Shields up!
Okay. Raising shields. Okay, then. Something witty. I'll repeat the question. What is Ferengi rule of acquisition number 31?
I think, Rick, it is actually something witty. I think this is one of those more funny ones. Something about don't poke fun at a Ferengi's mother or something like that.
I've a feeling that it's war is good for business, because I think the next one adjacent to it is peace is good for business. And they're 30-something. That's as much as I've got.
Oh, dear. Difference of opinion then.
Yeah. But I think that's rule
coin toss.
34.
You think that's what? Sorry, Rick.
I think that's like rule 34 or something, but I could be making that up.
Okay.
I feel like it's war is good for
31.
business, but I don't know.
James
if
Ferber
that's-
says, rule 31, never raise shields when Paul says you can raise your shields.
Very true.
If you're right and you think something's number 34 and they're next to each other, then 31 could be what I think it is.
Which is
Never poke fun at a Ferengi's mother. I'm sure that's the only reason I remember it, because it was a witty one.
yeah, I think those two are higher up. I think the two I'm thinking of are further down the chain. So go with your one.
Okay, we'll go never poke fun at a Ferengi's mother. Final answer.
Ooh, I'm sorry, but it is in fact never make fun of Ferengi's mother. Well done.
What?
It was.
No.
Shucks.
Oh,
Well done.
Lucky
Yeah,
guess.
Well, we wanted them to go first anyway, didn't we? So now we have.
Good job, Paul.
oh no.
Joey
Now they're
says
going to hit
so.
us with a doozy.
Good job Zoe was on tonight. She would have said don't follow Superman's cake. Sorry, Zoe. But never
Wouldn't
mind.
mind.
Okay, so back to action and adventure. This is your question. Which ship was the first? Which ship was the first to exceed warp 10, as mentioned on screen?
I'd know this one. It was, in fact, the original Kirk's Enterprise NCC 1701 when they did the slingshot effect. They exceeded warp 10.
That is true. There was another instance where an alien race had manipulated the warp engine to go up to warp 11. But there was also, I think the first instance was in the episode The Changeling, where Nomad modified the engines to go warp 11. But you are correct. It was, in fact, the USS Enterprise 1701. So
Old warp scale.
that's a point to your
Still warp 10.
point to your team.
Sorry, I'm
Sorry,
laughing
Captain,
at
I
Zoe.
jumped straight in there. Well, he was
Good
right,
job,
though.
Stu.
Question 3.
Special flight.
A special flight.
Back to something witty. In the Deep Space Nine episode, What We Leave Behind, where did Worf suggest to O'Brien that he move to on Earth?
Do you know, Rick?
Minsk.
In that case, we will go with that. Minsk.
It was, in fact, Minsk. Well done.
Yeah,
Well done, Rick.
Because he repeats it several
Nicely
times.
I actually wrote a different question for that. Unfortunately, my reasoning was somewhat wrong, so I had to rephrase the question. But the answer remained the same.
Okay.
Which was good.
Minsk.
So, back to action adventure then. How many transwarp hubs do the Borg have throughout the galaxy?
Cool. Blimey.
Compared to the Minsk question.
Don't worry.
Oh, I thought this one was easy.
That would have been our
You
question.
thought it was easy?
Yes, I did.
Transwarp.
I'm glad you've already used your shields.
Hmm.
No, it's because it's in the last episode of Voyager, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And they find one, and they make mention that there aren't many of them. I mean,
I think that's our answer. Many.
not many. Not many.
Innumerable.
There's not many.
Enough is required.
As many as the Borg want.
Is it like there's 5 or?
You know, my gut says 7, but I honestly don't know.
Split the difference and say 6.
Is that your answer?
Up to you, Captain.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to be captain anymore. Too much pressure.
I think that every week. I wonder why I keep coming back.
Okay, you know what? Stu got
You like
the
to
last
torture
one.
Conti.
Stu got the last one, so I'm going to go with his answer of 5. Did you say 5?
Said 6.
No, I said 5 originally,
5.
and then you said 7. But so
Let's go with
if you
5.
want.
5?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. It was, in fact, 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ah,
Okay.
I'm so
Close.
sorry, Stu.
No. That was me that said 5.
I didn't
Okay.
hear you say 5,
Close.
Stu.
I heard you say 6, but
Really close.
Yeah, I heard
Well,
you
he
say split the
the
difference and say, but I never heard you say 5 originally.
He said 5 first.
okay.
I did. Yeah. To be fair, I did originally.
Back to something witty. What was the name of the entity from the Next Generation episode where silence has lease?
That's Nagilum.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, it was Nagilum. Well done. Okay. Back to action adventure. In the episode All Good Things, what kind of in the episode All Good Things, what kind of beam was used on the anti-time anomaly from all three enterprises?
I want to know why I didn't get these questions last week. I know these.
John DeMarco said quantum.
I think
Baked beans.
it's an anti-proton.
The anti-time beam.
Beans on
Bean?
toast.
Yeah, I think it might be. No, I'm questioning myself now. But I know they say that the beam comes from like the same ship in 3 different time periods, but one of them's the Pasteur, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, anti-proton's kind of stuck in my head now.
Tough question.
And I can't put my shields up again.
No, you've already
No,
used.
just one use.
We're still trying to get the chief engineer to fix that, but so far it's one
That would
use.
be rubbish in a battle, wouldn't it?
It'll be installed on Tuesday.
Second that.
Oh my gosh. Mega ensign. Yes.
You got your sass going today, Zoe. That's a good sign.
Yes.
I know. But thank God it's in text form, and yeah.
Okay, I don't
I
know.
love you,
Stu, do you have any idea?
Anti-proton's stuck in my head now. It might just be I thought of it and now it won't go like a bad song. But
Well, I
I
have
would
no
say
idea.
if we're gonna guess, let's go with
We'll
that.
just go with that.
With the tachyon beam.
It was tachyon?
I don't know. Is that what you said?
No, he said
No, anti-proton.
anti-proton.
Proton. Unfortunately, that is wrong. It was an inverse tachyon beam.
Inverse tachyon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. That
Inverse
completely
tachyon
makes-
pulse,
I
to be
don't know.
precise.
Okay, inverse tachyon pulse. It's still a beam, though, isn't it? It was a beam. It was a solid beam.
I'd have said chronoton because it's time, but
Mhm.
I've been wrong.
I feel like I've never watched this show before.
Well, the question
Yeah,
is
so I feel-
harder because because we've already done nearly 40 episodes now, and we don't want to recycle all the same questions, so it's getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
No,
Get
we
questions
don't,
like
do we?
Minsk will be all right.
That could have been your question. You raise shields. That would have been your question. Okay,
That's the Riker maneuver again.
This is your question.
Yeah, Conti.
In the Voyager 2-part story Scorpion, what technology did the EMH use to save Harry Kim?
That's us, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Isn't it just repurposed Borg nanoprobes?
It was Borg nanoprobes. Well
Yeah,
done.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Well, we
Brilliant.
programmed Borg nanoprobes, yeah. Okay.
Well done, Rick.
Yeah, I remember that because that episode gave me when I watched it when I was younger, that gave me nightmares.
I just thought for the first episode, Scorpion was brilliant, but I was not a fan of the second episode, unfortunately. Okay, this one's a bit easier, guys. Action adventure.
Thank you.
What Cardassian vermin were always infesting Deep Space Nine?
I thought you said it was easy.
It is an easy one. They were there
What's
throughout the
it
entire
again?
season. Every season, Quark had to shut his bar because O'Brien and the engineering team had to go and hunt these things down.
Cardassian voles.
that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes, it was a Cardassian Vols. Well done.
And there was one in Discovery on Lorca's bench.
Yeah,
That's right. There was.
Right.
yeah. What a healthily adjusted thing to do.
Yes.
Mm.
I have a Cardassian Vol on your ship.
Yep.
Okay. This one is to something witty. Which character said goodbye and transported Chief O'Brien to Deep Space Nine in the pilot episode of Emissary?
Captain Picard.
Yeah,
It was
I'll
Captain
go with
Picard.
that.
Well done.
Yeah, remember that.
Okay. Here's another easy one for action adventure. In the Next Generation episode, Elementary Dear Data, what image did Moriarty draw on a piece of paper that made Data leave the holodeck?
The Enterprise.
There's an outline of the Enterprise, yeah.
Correct. It was, in fact, the Enterprise. Well done. Correct.
You're right. That one was easy. Thank you.
Okay.
It's crazy
Finally.
that accident never happened before when it came to holodecks.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Well, yeah. It's plot device. They needed an opponent to challenge Data, and
Yeah.
I'm surprised that the computer was able to create a sentient holodeck program, but in the process of doing so, didn't become sentient itself. That always bothered me.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, like if it's got enough processing power to create sentience.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's like what is it called? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Deep Thought couldn't calculate the question to the life, the universe, and everything, but
Just
it
the
could
answer.
design the computer that could.
Yeah.
And they made the very astute philosophical point of saying, yes, but what is the question you're asking me?
Okay. At the end of round one, Something Witty's in the lead with 5, and Action Adventure are just behind with 3, but there's still plenty of time to catch up and overtake. We're now going to go into round 2. Round 2 consists of 5 questions. Each question requires 2 answers. If a team cannot provide both answers or just one answer, the opposing team will have a chance to answer that question. Okay. So, I think who had the last question now? That's right. Yeah. So it's Something Witty going first in this round. What were the names of Worf's human parents?
Oh, God. Oh, come on.
The Rozhenkos.
It's definitely the Rozhenkos.
How'd you come up with that?
Orange Mike made a good point. The piece of paper that Moriarty drew the picture on, Data took out the holodeck with him. Good point.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God, they never left the holodeck from that point on.
Yeah.
Moriarty outsmarted them all.
Minsky, Papitsky.
Oh, come on. It was Sergey, and Helena. Sergey and Helena. Would you say,
Well,
Rick?
I don't know. James Furman says it's mum and dad, so you know.
Papa and Mama Worf.
Yeah. Sergey and Helena Rosenko.
Helena
Rosenko.
doesn't quite sound right to me, but I can't think of an alternative. So yes,
In
I
that case,
agree.
we'll go with Sergey and Helena.
You are in fact correct. It was Sergey and Helena Rozhenko. Well done. That's 2 points to you guys.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Okay. This one is for Action Adventure. Two Ferengi rules of acquisition mention war and peace. And if you're paying attention,
Yes. 33 and 34.
34 is one of them. Correct. Well done.
35. 34 and 35.
Are you sure?
That's what we said, wasn't it? 34 and
Yeah.
35?
I
Pretty
think that's
sure.
what we said, yes.
It was 34 and 35. 34 being war is good for business, and 35 peace is good for business. So well
Thank
done.
you.
That's 2
Thank
points.
you to our opponents for that one. Thank you.
And I'll throw out there Rule 76. Every once in a while, declare peace. It confuses the hell out of your enemies.
I like that one.
Absolutely. Okay.
Well,
So, the next question is for something witty. In which 2 episodes did the USS Yamato appear?
Oh, that's.
Mhm.
Oh, was one of them conspiracy?
Might be. You tell me.
maybe the
I'm
other
sure.
one was the one with the Iconium portal, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes.
And that would be its last appearance.
And it was also, because we had this a few weeks ago, it was in Where Silence Had Lease, wasn't it? Because Riker transports over to it. And it's sort of a fake one.
Yeah, I did. I forget that if that is the Yamato.
Yeah, that is the Yamato. Sure of it.
Okay, so Where Silence Has Lease and
the Iconium one. What was that called?
Contagion?
Yes, Contagion. You're dead right. It was Contagion. I'm sure. I think you're right.
Rick, are you wearing a red shirt? He said you're dead. He said you're dead.
What?
So that's we'll go for Contagion and Where Silence Has Lease.
Yeah.
You would be correct. It was Contagion and Where Silence Has Lease. Well done.
Okay.
Okay. Now back to action adventure. How many Delta flyers have there been, and how was the first one destroyed?
Cool, blimey.
Commodore Ty says Conti's going easy on you this week.
Yeah, I feel these questions are a lot easier than last week.
James Firman says one was an episode of Top Gear and the other episode of Grand Tour. Yes. God, I missed proper Top Gear with Jeremy Clarkson and James May and all that.
Grand Tour, pretty good.
Yeah, I tried, but it's not the same.
Not quite, but.
And then having Joey from Friends on Top Gear, it was just, yeah.
Was it just 2? Or was it 3?
Zoe.
You have to know. You are correct. One of them was 2.
I think I can answer how the first one was destroyed. It impacted on the shield that was like a nature reserve. I can't remember the name of the episode, but it was like a nature reserve put there by an alien race to protect it was like their version of a Neanderthal man type of thing, and it impacted and sort of broke through it, and it was destroyed that way. That's a terrible explanation.
That
really is a bad explanation. It was an episode of Voyager. I can tell you that.
It was an episode of Voyager.
Well, Delta Flyer and Voyager. Imagine that.
But you got one answer right, but Julie did get one answer right. It was 2. Well done. Big 2 Delta Flyers. But how did the first one get destroyed?
Is that over to us now, or are you still with them?
That's still them. Would you like a clue?
Well, yeah, if you can give us one.
It was a Borg episode.
It was a Borg episode? Mm-hmm. The Borg destroyed it.
Are you sure?
No. It was a Borg episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you know, Stu?
is it the one? No, is it the one where Chakotay lands on the planet of Xborgs and it gets stripped? Basically, it gets dismantled and stripped for parts.
No, that was just a shuttle.
That might be a normal shuttle.
The Delta Fly hadn't been built at that point.
Right.
Well, they only had 1 million shuttles, so
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But everyone knows Class 9 shuttles just don't cut it in the Delta Quadrant.
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm stumped.
Take
Don't know.
the question over then to something witty. Okay. We already answered how many Delta Flies there were.
Yep.
But how was the first one destroyed?
I think, Rick, it was destroyed when it was attacking a Borg cube.
That sounds familiar. I'm guessing you want more than just in a fight against the Borg, though, or something.
Yeah.
Was
Didn't
there
they-
some? Go on.
No, didn't they try to get in to the Borg cube, and as they were escaping, there were I can't remember who it was. They were beamed out. It was 7, wasn't it? And they were beamed out the Borg destroyed it.
Wait a second. I already said that.
Did you?
I said the Borg
Borg
destroyed it.
destroyed it.
But it
So
was
if
part of an assault on the
I'm
the
looking
cube.
for a more specific answer.
Did they crash into the shields deliberately so that they could then beam through
Yes, I think you're right.
to do something to the shields?
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's half speculation, and I could be remembering something else. So
No, I think that's I can't think of anything better.
I can't think of anything else either. So
We'll go with that.
It was destroyed by the Borg Queen in the episode Unimatrix Zero when they were trying to beam aboard.
Yeah,
and the Queen
I
had
said
it.
that. That's what I said.
That's 1 point each.
okay.
Very sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So then we have the final question of this round. This one's going to something witty, isn't it?
yes.
Worf's brother Kern had his identity changed in which Star Trek series, and what was his new name?
It was in DS9,
Mm-hmm.
and his new name. Oh God!
I should know this because I did this really not that long ago. Because he turns up in Star Trek Online as well, and I've just done those.
Is it begin?
Rodek.
Rodek. Yes,
Rodek.
Rodek.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go with Rodek.
What episode?
DS9.
The episode rating boost.
What?
Did you want the episode or just the franchise? You said, didn't you?
Just the series and
Yeah.
the name.
So
DS9 and
Rodek.
Yeah.
And Rodek. Okay. Yeah, you are correct. It was Deep Space Nine, and it was Rodek, son of Nogra.
Son of Nogra. I wouldn't have got that.
A house allied to Martok's house, wasn't it?
That's it, to Martok's house, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the benefit of the Riker card, I saw that episode not that long ago.
Well, that's the end of round 2, and the scores are 12 to something witty and 6 to action and adventure. But don't worry, there's still time yet to catch up. So, and there is.
Sorry, Julianne.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm failing you. I'm a terrible captain.
So, next round is round 3.
It's not easy.
No.
I'm going to be demoted.
It's totally different when you're in that chair, isn't it? It's totally different.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Me and Jeff noticed that last week when we weren't the we weren't the host or the referee. We were going head to head, and it was quite difficult.
I mean,
And we had a
what
lot
you know-
harder questions.
you did, I must admit. But I mean, all the knowledge you've got just flies out the window, doesn't it? You just go,
Yeah.
Yep.
Although you seem to get it back, Paul.
sometimes. Well, only because I've studied. I've been very studious watching how Mark does it. It's the
Yeah, exactly. Although he knows the answer already, he
does.
puts on a
Practice.
he just puts on a show.
No, I don't. I really have to search my mind for it. I have to find something that relates to it. And go, yeah. But anyway, we're going to go to round three. Round three is where I will show each team a distorted image of a starship or a character or a piece of technology, whatever.
Zoe's Riker round.
Yes, so he's right around where she didn't pixelate.
Yes.
The picture. Yes, everyone's favourite round. Anyway, if you get it correctly, it is worth 3 points, and if you guess it incorrectly, well, you don't get any points, and that's the end of that. So let's bring on the first image. If I can, if it let me. Hold on.
Zoe's already calling out Riker.
Okay, so this should do it if it lets me. Hold on. That's me. And there we go. Okay, this one is for action adventure.
Well,
What-
it's a
Not
ship.
Riker.
Yes, it's not like it. Which starship?
It's
What class
very
of star-
distinctive.
What class of starship is it?
Class.
I
Well, you can either give me the
I-
class. You can either give me the class. or
I
the
think I
ship.
know.
Go on then.
I think I know, Julianne. Looking
I
at
think
my
so too.
uniform.
That's the one I'm thinking too.
Yeah, the California class. Yeah,
The Cerritos.
Cali class. Yeah.
You sure you don't want to think about that a bit more? Have a look at it?
You know, that was my first thought too. So I think we should go with it.
Although the nacelles would be longer, wouldn't they?
I don't know, would they?
But they're like normal sized nacelles. No, yeah, I think go with our first. Yeah, I think go with our first instinct. Yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah, California class.
Well, okay. Usually the nacelles would be somewhat lower down, but okay. It was in fact the Ambassador class USS Enterprise. Oh, wrong one, wrong way. USS Enterprise 1701C.
What?
Ambassador class.
Oh,
I would have gone that
Okay.
one. Why couldn't have I had that one?
Okay.
You gotta be kidding me.
This one.
This is
another
like
thing.
an episode of Master Chef where it's been deconstructed.
Okay. Well, this one is for something witty. This is another, should we say, this is another starship that's been seen on screen. Yeah, that rhymes, and my poet didn't know it. Can you name me the name of the ship or its class?
Is
Either
that?
one is fine.
Is it in a space dock?
It could be in a space dock. The images for this ship are very difficult to find.
It
Unfortunately.
could be approximately 1,000 Borg cubes of different colours.
Yeah. It was difficult to find, so you actually drew it yourself.
It could also
Oh
be a
no,
hard ship.
it's in a space frame.
Yeah, it's in a space frame. That's
Yeah.
that's what I meant. It's not space dock, space
It's
frame.
an Excelsior
Yes,
class.
it is Excelsior. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Rick. I
And if
agree.
it's in a
We'll go with
space
that.
frame, it's probably the Enterprise B. Probably.
Well done.
but it's
We'll
an
go with
Excelsior
that.
class. Excelsior refit.
Okay. Excelsior refit, Enterprise B. Well done.
Yes,
Wow.
my favourite class.
I would not have gotten that one.
Oh,
Well
my
done.
gosh.
Yes.
Well done, sir.
Surprised. You got that
Well
one.
done.
Why is this? Oh, wrong one. I didn't mean to click that one. Why can I not get rid of it now? Okay.
Oh dear.
Does that mean we automatically get the points?
Yes. Why not? Okay. Now we're going to go into round 4, where this is where I take a back seat, and the two teams each team member gets to ask the opposing team a question.
Thomas Potts. It's a picture of Jeff running down the street wearing a blue hat, green pants, and a pink shirt, holding an umbrella and a 2x4 piece of wood. Sorry. I just had to read that out.
Yeah, I see it.
Muffin top.
It is a wider version.
Never liked the Excelsior.
Hi,
class.
Conrad.
The Excelsior is actually one of my favorite ships.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hate it just for the fact because of the neck, because it has a grilled neck. I actually like that neck.
I used to dislike it, but it kind of grew on me. And one day I was just like, you know what? I like it. I think the Stockholm syndrome must have kicked in because I like the Excelsior.
It was also like
It's kind of.
It was also like the Enterprise D, because my favorite before that was the refit, the Connie refit.
Oh,
The
right,
Enterprise D, because the nacelles were so low, they went flush with the top bit. I thought this looks wrong. It doesn't look right. But then that eventually grew on me as well. So yeah. Okay, so I think Action Adventure goes first. Oh yeah, that's a point. Jeff, would you like to explain the rules of this round? Because I've forgotten them.
You have forgotten the rules of this round? Okay, so each team is going to ask the other team a question, and it's worth 1 point. And if the other team gets it right, they get the point. If they do not, you get the point.
I can't believe it. 1 week off and he forgets the rules of his own quiz. What happened to the Mind Palace?
Well, it's been busy, it's been overworked, and to be honest, I have been overworked the last 3 days as well. I've still got 2 more days to do to get this place spick and span before I start selling things off slowly so that I move back to the UK next year.
Right.
So the Mind Palace is also getting a bit of renovation done as well then.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting older, so things are being sold off, unfortunately. That's why I'm missing half.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Stu, go ahead.
Okay. At this point, I'm really wishing I'd thought of a much, much harder question.
There's still time.
What is the name of Khan Noonien Singh's second in command?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a very good question.
He has one?
Oh yeah, it's the blonde. It's the blonde-haired guy, isn't it? In the Wrath of Khan.
I haven't seen the film.
There's a few that are blonde, aren't there?
Sorry, Conti.
That's the guy who says. That's the guy who says we're losing shields. And Khan says, "Raise them." I can't. He says.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a point. Do we still have shields?
Our
for this
shields
round?
are dropping.
No,
Raise
There's no
them.
point in
you only have
I
shields.
can't. Where's the override? The override. Sorry.
Oh God, I can see his face.
I'm going to praise channel.
Oh God, I can see his face as clear as day.
While they're thinking about that, guys, you guys watching, if you have not yet hit the like and subscribe to this channel, please do so. And don't forget to at the end of this episode to go into the description and hit the links for the 2 channels for Stu and Rick.
Oh God.
Like them as well.
I just had to delete a comment in the chat because the answer was given in the chat. So please, if you have the answer, don't give out the answer until the question is over.
Oh.
You can put fake answers in the chat. That's fine.
Yeah. I did say at the beginning of the show, please don't put any correct answers in the chats.
Was it? You haven't seen it, Rick?
I have. I've seen it,
right.
but not for a while. So it's not fresh at all in my mind.
Was it Joachim? He's a blonde guy. Sure. Joachim.
I was
Or
going to say Jeff Goldblum, so
or Joachim. I can't. It's
Joachim.
Joachim.
You must be joking.
No, I don't know.
Well, with it, I've got nothing else. That's the only thing that springs into my mind was Joachim. So,
But if it's Jeff Goldblum, I'm just saying.
So we'll go with that, Conti.
Yep.
Jeff?
No.
No, that
Joachim.
Stu. It was Stu's question. Is that right, Stu?
I would say I think it's a different pronunciation, but yes, I would say that is the right answer.
I would agree. I would give it to him.
How would you say it?
Yeah.
I'd say Joachim.
Joachim.
All right. Okay.
Well done.
Then one question from something witty to action adventure. Who's going to go first?
Would you like to go, Rick?
I can do. Yeah.
Okay, please do.
What are the exotic particles emitted from a standard Federation phaser?
I'm sorry, say again.
What's the name of the exotic particles that are emitted from a
good
standard
question.
Federation phaser?
I've been to a few exotic parties, but I've never.
The particles, yeah.
Exotic particles.
From a phaser.
Well, a phaser is a phased energy. That's kind of it's the contraction of phased energy.
Good question. Good question.
I did specify the Federation one just in case, because there are probably others that use different stuff, but the Federation doesn't. It uses a very specific thing.
I'm tachyon particles. No.
Is it? You can go with that if you want. I felt wrong.
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Gosh, I have no idea. No. I don't know.
Okay.
No, it's. I mean, tachyons are better than anything I can come up with. So
tachyons?
I'm sure it's not right, but yeah, that's all we got.
Nadians.
What?
It's a Nadian stream.
Nadian.
Nadian radiation.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a phased Nadian stream.
Nadion. Nadian.
Yep.
Nadian.
Yep. Cardassians might have something different, but
question.
Wow. That was a good question.
It was.
Mm.
Okay. Bring up the scoreboard. Oh. Okay. Next question then from Action Adventure.
Okay, this one is going to be so easy, you guys. In the episode, Next Generation episode, Future Imperfect, there is a comm badge with the 4 bars behind it. You know which one I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. It appears in one other episode. What's the other episode?
Ooh, that's a good question, Julianne.
Thank you.
The finale of TNG.
Yeah, All Good Things.
Yeah, I think it is. No.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because they're using the split badge.
Right.
No, it's not the start one, because they use the split badge in that, I'm pretty sure.
Poor blimey. I don't think I know.
No, I don't either.
Oh yeah,
It's not-
Jeff.
Yes.
Got to add the points from the last round. In fact, no, they got it wrong, didn't they? Action Adventure. Did they? Yeah, they did.
The
We got it wrong,
image.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they
So-
did get it wrong.
It's just something John DeMarco said. But okay. But no, they
I
got it.
don't know.
I'm trying to think what other time travel ones that resulted in a future that didn't happen. So, sorry, when you asked the question, was it a TNG? Did you specify if it was a TNG thing? Okay, so okay.
That's a good question, Julianne.
Oh, thank you.
Very, very good. Also know the answer.
I know. Yeah, good question. I found the answer.
I've got that com badge in my collection as well.
Yeah.
It's my favorite com badge. That's the only reason I know.
Yeah, no, I do like that one because it shows you rank and everything you need to know just in on the badge.
Mhm, mhm.
Maybe not as easy as you thought, Julianne.
No, it's not.
I'm so surprised.
I don't think I know.
No, I'm going to. So, future imperfect. I'm going to guess because guessing is better than nothing. If you want
Yeah, go for it.
to. It's not Yesterday's Enterprise. It's not All Good
No.
Things. So,
I forgot. I can't write in the comments, can I?
future imperfect.
No, I really can't think.
Oh, wait. What's the episode where there's multiple enterprises from different timelines?
Oh, parallels.
Yeah, I'll go with Parallels
Go with parallels.
because there's a lot of badges in that one.
Yes.
That's my reasoning.
Yeah, good one. We'll go with that. Parallels, Julianne.
Dang it.
Well done, Rick.
I was really hoping you wouldn't get it.
Is that right?
Yeah, well done, Rick. Well done.
That was a guess. I was just like, there's lots of different universes in that one, so Parallels
Yep.
throwing a
Good
net.
job,
and seeing
Rick.
what sticks.
That's the one. Good job.
We know that one quite well, don't we, Jeff?
Yes, we do. Conti.
Yes.
And-
Ever.
And I
Ever
have to
let
say
that
again, please do not put answers in the text chat.
Yeah.
I just had to delete another comment.
Oh, really?
Was it in
You
there? I
you,
didn't
you
see.
can put fake ones in there. Do not put real answers in the text chat, please.
Coming up in a future episode is we've got a little skit, our take on parallels.
Yes, we do. Yes. That's a good one. That's in the first episode of season 3, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Looking forward to that. That was a good script, that, Paul. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Very
Right.
nice.
I think
I'll give you
Oh yeah, one more question.
it's me. In TNG, in what system did the Enterprise D first meet the Borg? And it's in the best of both worlds.
I'm sorry, Paul. I didn't hear the question.
Yeah, I didn't
Sorry.
know that.
In what system did the Enterprise D first meet the Borg? And the
Oh, I know that
episode
one.
is the best of both worlds.
Well, I'm a bit confused because when they first met the Borg, it was in the Delta Quadrant in was it Q?
Right.
Q did it.
But the first time the Borg were in the Alpha Quadrant, well, they engaged them at Wolf 359.
Now, in what system did the Enterprise D first meet the Borg?
So
Now you're talking in the best of both worlds.
In the best of both worlds, yes.
Okay.
In the episode Best of Both Worlds, in the Best of
Yeah,
Both Worlds,
both worlds.
in Best of Both Worlds, in what system did the Enterprise D meet the Borg cube?
Yes. Sorry if I didn't phrase it properly. It's been a long day.
I think when you said first met them, that kind of threw.
Sorry. Yeah.
Right.
So it would be Wolf 359 is Sol system, right?
It's close to the Sol system. It's not quite. Wolf 359 is a real star system, not too far away. That's where the fleet engaged the Borg, where Cisco had a really bad day.
The Enterprise engaged.
Did they engage them sooner, though? Can't remember. It's a long time since I've watched
Next Generation. Because that's when they engaged them. Well, they had to engage them because they it was at that point where the Borg kidnapped Picard, wasn't it?
Yes, of course.
Just to clarify there, Paul. Sorry, just to clarify with me. Are you talking about the name of the system? You're not confusing the name of the planet where they detected evidence of Borg activity?
No, it's the system. System.
Okay.
Because I know the name of the planet.
Yeah. It just as a loose clue, it's a letter and numbers.
Now, Paul, are you sure this isn't the system from Q Who?
Have I got it wrong? I might have done. In which case, you can have the point. I don't know. You'd have to check memory alpha, Jeff.
Well, that's what I'm getting. I'm not finding a system, but I am finding a planet.
Yeah.
So they go to the planet with the big hole in it.
That's the best of both worlds, yeah.
Yeah.
But the only time I remember them talking about what system they were in when they encountered the Borg was in the episode Q Who, which was at the edge of the Beta Quadrant, entered Beta and the Delta Quadrant.
Okay, I prepared this question a long time ago. I might well have put it down wrong. Sorry, Rick.
Now, the system was mentioned in the Best of Both Worlds from Q Who, but I can't find where a new system was mentioned in this episode.
I recall it being so, but I could be wrong. So if you can't find it, Admiral, then let them have the point.
We're so far behind anyway.
Well, first off, do you have an answer?
Do I have an answer? Yes.
Action and adventure. Do you have an answer? No.
I want to say LV426, but that's the wrong franchise.
Okay, Paul, what is your answer?
J25.
Yeah. Okay. System J25 was the system that they met them in Q Who.
Yeah.
Right.
I've
written it down wrong.
Was Jore 4.
Right. I've written it down wrong.
Yes.
Sorry.
Tell you what, since there was such a confusion, there could have been two possible answers. We'll give them 2 points.
Yeah.
That didn't help at all. But thank you.
Still embarrassing.
Okay, well, that's the end of round 4. There's still time yet. That's the end of round 4. We're now going to go into round 5, where everyone gets to ask Jeff a question. And if he gets it right, you lose a point. And if he gets it wrong, you gain 2 points. No, I'm joking.
Scared him off.
Yeah, I'm scared. No, round 5 is where everyone gets to ask me a question. If I get it right, you lose a point, and if I get it wrong, you gain a point. So, yeah. And before we do that, though, Thomas Potts says, blame Conti for confusion. How's it my fault? I'm not the one who asked the question. Everyone blames me, don't they? Because I'm just a galaxy.
You overwork poor Paul, then he gets confused. So it's your fault, Conti.
What are you doing, man?
I'm easily confused.
Yeah, definitely my fault. Okay. So, yes. So since something witty went first, so I asked the last question. Action Adventure get to ask the first one.
Go ahead, Stu.
Okay. So, Conti, according to the turbo lift shaft scene in Star Trek V, how many decks does the Enterprise A have? Everyone's favourite film and favourite scene, I know.
It's a masterpiece.
I'm sure it went up to 75 or something, and then you're like, huh? Yeah. As well as the decks being out of order, even though it kept getting higher.
I remember that. Yeah.
They were out of order. So yeah. Fire the damn rockets.
Wait for it.
Was that the one that had the
He's going
marshmallow?
to go into his
dispenser?
mind palace.
I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Whoa.
Wow.
Star Trek 5 is not one of my favorite movies, to be honest. I've only watched
Is
it.
it not?
What?
It's awful. It's one of the worst ones. Okay, give it the
Refit
points.
Enterprise. Hey, 78.
Uhura's fan dance and the strings that are attached to Kirk's Will Shatner's girdle when he's being thrown around by Cybok in the shuttle bay, and what does God need with a starship? Yeah. Anyway,
I contend most of the movie is Kirk's dream.
well, there was a lot of problems due to the fact that because of the writer's strike and everything else, and the lower budget that was set for that movie. What do we do? Yeah. But hey,
I like James Furman's.
Yeah.
I like James Furman's answer. Deck 3.14159265359.
What was the right actor anyway?
Oh, I hear there's a pie bakery on that deck.
What was the right answer?
Very good. Very good.
78.
78. Okay.
78.
I was thinking 73, but I think I've been asked that question before, and I think I said that answer, and it was, yeah. So, okay, never mind. All right. So, next question then, please.
And Thomas Potts is correct. They did pass the same deck twice.
Yes, they did.
It was
Only
52 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Mm. And of course, 78's at the top, not the bottom.
And Paul's got his toy out.
Yeah.
It's sort of suggesting that Star Trek has issues with its continuity. Is that what we're saying?
Well,
Oh, never. Never.
It's like this thing. Now, I always thought this was a warp-capable ship. As it turns out, according to Memory Alpha, it has no warp drive, but yet it has warp nacelles on it.
Yeah, made it all the way from Romulan space into Federation territory without warp.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey.
Perhaps they had guild navigators and they folded space.
Maybe.
Or it's a generational ship.
Yeah.
Or it could have been from the. It could have been from the chronometrical particles from the cloaking device. Yeah, that's happened a few times. Yeah.
Or they had another ship tractor room there.
That, yeah. Anyway, I need a question from something witty. Who's going first?
Go on, Rick, if you've got one.
Yeah. Okay. If I was looking for the alien species, the Nacine, where would be the best place to look?
What species?
Nacine.
Nacine?
Nacene.
Nacine.
Ooh, nice question.
To look.
Wasn't sure, but I
where?
yeah.
Where would be the best
Go ahead.
place to find one?
Now that's a question. I'm not sure if there is a good answer to that.
Are those
Guaranteed answer and then like a general answer, which I'd also accept.
Yeah, so it makes a good point in chat about the turbo lifts. Just look at Discovery's turbo lifts.
Oh.
All the space inside.
Well, they're fused with Time Lord technology by that point. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about Series
Gallifreyan
1, though?
technology.
okay? For some reason, I'm
It's
thinking.
Conti's question.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was going to answer.
Please don't tell him the answer.
Yeah, who would give the other team an answer to a question like that?
Renee Scene.
Yes.
We should have an episode called Conti's Brain, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm. We should.
That'd be a good one.
It'd be scary.
It would.
We only ever see 2 of their species.
That's a good clue.
It wasn't Captain's Holiday. They were. No, it wasn't them. You were after the Toxu Tat. That was a different species. Weren't they in a part of space? I think it was like where that was easily damaged by warp travel. I think it was like a subspace corridor or something. And one of them, and they were like, like space environmentalists, and they came aboard the Enterprise D, complaining of how how warp drives were damaging their area of space and their planet was becoming uninhabitable. I think that was them. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, you got it.
So the Nacine, the Caretaker and Suspiria. That's their species.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
question.
So I would have accepted any form of like subspace layer, or specifically Exosia, which is the realm of Suspiria.
No,
Good
no
question.
idea. Unfortunately, I did not know that.
And that's where, guaranteed, that's where we can find one, because that's where Suspiria got sent back into when Janeway kicked her out.
Yeah.
So there's at least one in Exosia. Probably that's where they originate from.
Had you said a sporicistian life form, I would have known exactly what you meant, but no idea.
The species was called the Nacine.
Wow. Good job.
What about
That
on
was a good
Janeway's
question.
desk as a
That was really good.
paperweight?
Yeah.
Weren't they in Firefly with the blue hands? They were space stoners from Tokyo, who played spaces like a person too, guys. Okay, I thought it was those other two. I can't remember what episode. Area space, and they came on board the Enterprise thing saying, "You're damaging our environment. Stop it." And,
Yeah, when you started going on about subspace, I was like, "You're close." If you said subspace, I would have been like, "Yeah, sure." But
oh well, it's done. Okay, next question from Action Adventure.
All right. In the movie Star Trek Into Darkness, what is the name of the ship that Admiral Marcus brings?
Yeah, that's a Vengeance class ship. It's a good ship.
Are you sure it wasn't the Lollipop?
Good ship.
Good ship.
No, no. There's a dreadnought.
USS Hugs.
There's the USS Vengeance. There's a dreadnought class. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Fortunately, that's. Okay. You were lucky. Well, you were unlucky, right? I was lucky.
It's a strange ship design, isn't it? The Vengeance, all angular and.
Well, I kind of like what was
The
meant to
Section
be.
31 ship, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that would
Yes.
explain the stuff. And it does have that cool whoop sound effect where it's just like. Dum, 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 dum.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
It is.
Like for
Everything.
pub racing. Yeah.
I mean, considering that the Enterprise itself in the Kelvin timeline was bigger than the Enterprise D and the Enterprise
Yeah.
E,
Yeah.
you're like, well, how big is the how big is the Vengeance? Yeah,
Everything's bigger in Kelvin.
yeah. So it had to be
True.
a new
Just like
techno-
Texas.
That'd be the joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, is that all the questions?
No, I've got one for you.
No, no. Ah!
Oh, no,
Oh
come
yes. Oh yes.
on. I'm going to give you a little choice.
TS4 original series.
Do you want Discovery or the animated series?
Give me Discovery.
Okay.
I would have gave him a choice: animated series or animated series.
Well, Lower Decks is an animated series, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes,
but not the
But
animated
not
series.
the animated series. No. Right. In the Battle of the
Yeah.
Binary Stars,
Yeah.
the Federation command ship, the Europa, is commanded by who?
Okay. That's a good question.
I think you know it.
I might know it. Hold on. Just gonna.
Go to the palace.
I got my phone here. Yeah, just Google that. Google says no. I'll put it over there. Oh.
Is the Europa the one that gets cleaved as well?
It they deliberately destroy themselves at a breach of the antimatter containment field.
I have no idea. I don't know.
It is Admiral Brett Anderson.
Okay.
Brett Anderson.
I don't know much about the first season of Discovery. Wasn't my favourite season. Season 2 was better. Season 3 been slightly better than that, but season 1 was pretty bad. Yeah.
Season 2 is the best of the bunch, and that's not saying a lot. Not saying a lot.
Oh,
But it's
stop.
good. It's good for Trek lore.
Love it.
It is good for Trek lore, Paul.
Discovery is really weird like that. Like a lot of the little things they get right, but then they make these big sweeping changes to other stuff, and it's just
Well, I mean, it was all to do with the franchising at the time, wasn't it? So, unfortunately,
Well, unfortunately, most of the writers that work on that work for other CBS products, other CBS shows. So they're sort of like writing a show for this, writing a show for that. So rather than actually hiring, outsourcing it to writers outside the studio. So
it's getting better slowly, but
it is.
Yep.
We could do with longer seasons, though.
yeah, I agree
What
with
about
that.
turbo lifts on it?
How big is the ship inside? It's like the TARDIS, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bigger on the inside.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good for getting points off Conti.
Just gonna, I need to.
Just remember that, prospective players.
Yeah. No. So I think that's the end of that round, isn't it?
Do we
It
get
is.
the point?
Well, I don't know. Really, have you been good?
No.
No. Yeah. Well, then, give me a point. 20 to 8. Well, yeah. That's the end of round 5. And Action Adventure have 8 points and in the lead. Something Witty with 20.
It's close enough for extra questions, isn't it?
Thanks for carrying me.
What I'm going to do,
Stu left.
This is why I'm a lieutenant and not a captain. Just remember that.
Captain's pips.
I'm an admiral. I still have to put up with him.
But it's up to you guys if you want to do it. I want to come up with 4 more questions. If you get it right, your team gets 10 points. If you get it wrong, you lose 10 points.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
Yeah. What have we got to lose?
Okay.
Other than our dignity.
I may be leading us to destruction.
I'll point this out. If you lose your 10 points, you're in negative territory.
Negative. Yes. Consider us imploded.
Okay. This one then will be for Action Adventure. This is for 10 points.
Please be something right now.
What is the name of the detective that Picard pretends to be on the holodeck?
I know that one.
Yeah.
I know this one. Hold on. It is.
Careful, do not confuse it for the detective stories that Odo reads in Deep Space Nine.
I know this.
Raise your shields.
If you hadn't asked me, I could have just told you. It's.
Do you want me
There are
to
no
say?
shields this round, Paul.
Hold on.
I have the name there ready, Julianne.
Okay, do
if
it.
you want
Do
me
it.
to say it.
Yes.
Dixon Hill.
Yes.
Correct. It was in fact Dixon Hill. Well done.
I'm glad I didn't get that wrong. That would have been really embarrassing.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the show. I'm joking. All right, let's go back to the questions.
It's fine. We can end it there.
Hold on. This one is for something witty. Let's have a look.
John DeMarco said, Captain Proton.
Don't gently.
Okay. In the episode Chain of Command, what was the name of the Cardassian that tortured Picard?
I know that one.
Right, there are only 4 lights. That's that one, isn't it?
That one, yeah.
Oh, Mardred or something like that, isn't it?
Is it?
Madrid.
Madrid, something like that. Oh,
That is definitely a Cardassian name that I've heard. Gold Madrid.
I think it is Gul Madrid. I think.
That is a Cardassian name.
Golden Lights.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Oh, that's the only one that springs to mind.
If that's your final answer.
What do you reckon, Rick?
Yeah, Madrid's a name that I know there is a Gold Madrid. I can't remember if that's him though. So
We'll go with Gul Madrid.
Yeah.
You are correct. It was, in fact, Gold Madrid. Well done.
Well done.
Oops.
No, yeah, it's fine.
I almost gave you too many.
Can you believe? I mean, I might have remembered it, but I actually read it earlier.
I just saw that earlier today too. Somebody had it on Twitter.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's where I saw it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It was Canada Bear. It's in his poll.
Yep.
Okay, this one is for action adventure. Which character did Boimler call a Kirk Sunday with Trip Tucker sprinkles?
Oh.
It was the first officer on the Cerritos, Jack Ransom.
Jack Ransom. Yes, Jack Ransom.
Or
Oh.
or was it the one with his girlfriend when he's got the parasite?
Yeah, there was that episode, but there was a character there with whom she was working, and he had a single name. He had a one name, if you know what I mean. He only had a single name.
Mononym, yeah. And I can't remember his name.
I'll give you a clue. If you remember the show Gladiators, he had the same name as one of the female gladiators from the early 90s.
The only one I can think of is Jet. No, that was a different show, I think. I don't know. I was drunk in the 80s and 90s. I mean, I was drunk for the 80s and 90s, so, you know.
Well, I was just becoming a teenager at that point. But yeah, you are correct. It was Jet.
Oh, well done.
Hey! That's a good guess.
It's a very good guess.
Okay. Next question. I have to go back here now. I have to get rid of that. Hold on. Back to the questions. This one's for something witty.
Oh.
Where was it now? Okay. Which DAX host was a gymnast?
Was a what?
Was a
Gymnast.
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 Yeah.
Jazzy mentioned it many times.
Do you know, Rick?
I'm trying to remember the hosts. It was the one that did Lita personify that when she had a thing?
Yeah.
And Esri kept standing on her head as a trait that she inherited from it.
I'll also give you another clue. This particular host said that had met Dr. McCoy and said that he had the hands of a surgeon.
Oh yeah.
Was that Emily?
I was going to say Emily is, Emily is one of them. I'm trying to think of the others just to rule them out.
Yeah, Emily. She was the I'm sure she was the gymnast. Emily.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other female ones as well, just in case.
Curzon was not a gymnast.
Oh, he was, but he only had one maneuver.
Yeah. And he also died of Jamaron.
Yeah.
Although he died twice in Deep
Poor
Space Nine. In the first episode, they showed him on the operating table, and then I think it's season 5 it was where Borf and Jadzia go to Riser or wherever it was. I think it was Riser. They mentioned that Curzon died from Jamaron. So yeah.
Definitely snoo.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's Emily. I'm positive. I'm 99% sure.
Yeah, I think it is as well. I'm just trying to remember the names of the other hosts.
Okay.
I can't remember the
just in
names
case.
of the female ones.
There is Emily. It's not.
Need a financial.
Go with Emily.
We'll go with Emily.
You are correct. It was Emily Dax. Well done.
What are the other hosts there? That's going to bug me. Because
You got Tarius. You got
Tobin, Tarius,
Tobin, yes.
Emily, Curzon, Jadzia, Esri. Then there's two more.
Joran, who was the serial killer.
Joran, the secret one, and then there's one more.
Odrid. Oh, is it No. Aldred.
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 No.
That's it. That was the one that Quark ended up personifying, wasn't it? From what I remember.
Well, you had Dax, and then Dax, followed by Dax. Dax. Yeah.
Don't forget Dax.
Yeah, and then Jeff Goldblum. And then
John DeMarco said, Layla and Aldred.
Time for the final question now.
Oh, another question.
We've already done 3, have we not?
All right, sorry. I thought it was 4. Yeah, okay.
2 each.
2 each.
No,
I thought,
2 each. You've done 4 questions.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 4 questions. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can give us another question that we'll find really easy, though, if you want.
Okay. Oh, my mistake then. I thought we did. Okay. All right. My mistake. I thought we already did 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did 3, and then a 4th one.
Well done. You're funny. He's a funny guy. I'm just going to mute him here, and I'll shut him up for a little bit. We're going to do one final round where I'm going to pose one question. The first team to get the question right will win the game. In order to answer it, all we have to do is shout "Fire Torpedo." First team to shout "Fire Torpedo" gets to answer it. If you get it right, you've won the game. All right.
Okay.
Here's your question. There we go. If I can find the question. Here we go. Okay. No, that wasn't. Oh, I've lost the question now. Where was it?
Brainy.
I know. Okay, here we go. On what planet was data found by the Federation?
Fire phasers.
Fire torpedo.
Fire torpedo.
Go on then.
Was it Omicron 5 there, Rick?
It was Omicron. Yeah. Omicron Theta.
Yes, you're right. Omicron Theta. I think you're right. We'll go with Omicron Theta.
No.
Shocking. It was in fact Omicron Theta. Well done.
Hey.
Well done. Well, the end of that. Let's have a look at the end of today's score, and it is 40-28. Well done to both teams. Also, thank you to everyone in the chats for coming to the show today and meeting everyone. So for the guests, they all each have their. Stu has his channel on Twitch called Stu Jackson. The link to that is in the description below. Please, after when we finish the show, hit that link and go check it out. And of course, not forgetting the channel Certifiably Ingame belonging to Rick, who has an awesome channel. I've been watching for myself for the last few years, and I actually get a lot of information from his channel. Which is sometimes why I end up in debates with Admiral Brainy because he always checks Memory Alpha. He needs to check Rick's channel. Okay,
I'll start doing that.
I get quite a fair bit wrong as well. So
yeah, but you're entertaining, so it doesn't matter. Does it?
and I'm not.
I've been entertained.
Anyway, I love you. I do. I'm sorry.
I love you, Conti.
And of course, filling in for Zoe today was Julianne, who's wonderful to.
Well done, Julianne.
Thank you, Julianne.
But before we go, I do have a very special treat. In the chat here is someone called Riot Comic Girl. He's also called Gordon on Twitter, and. He shared an awesome picture of a starship that he designed, which is a sort of a cross between an Excelsior and a Sovereign class. And I personally quite like it myself, so I'm just going to bring it up if I can. Let's see. That's not it. Obviously.
That is an Excelsior.
It's the Cerritos. No.
It's this one here. There we go. And you can tell you've got the normal Excelsior class, but above that, he's changed the neck. He's put in the Sovereign class nacelle struts, and he's sort of made a hybrid of the Connie refit and Sovereign class nacelle, which I think was quite nice.
Nice. Very
Yeah, and
nice.
added quite a bit of bulk
like
to
it.
the back as well, like to house it and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so I personally quite like it, and it's also the Excelsior refit. You see, it's got the somewhat larger belly around the middle there, but
Yeah, the deflector control room.
yeah, that's the one. But
Yeah.
Kurt goes missing. Yeah,
Nice.
and also the escape pods as well along the neck. It's got the obviously the TNG error. Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling on. But yeah, that was an excellent design. It's called the USS Hermes, which was designed by, as I said, Riot Comic Girl, who's in the chat somewhere.
I'd be curious to see it from the front as well, because see what the that shapes onto the nacelle angles.
Absolutely. So if you're still watching there, Riot Comic Girl should do one from the front as well, and then we could get to maybe share it next time when we're on in 2 weeks' time. Okay, guys. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. Unfortunately, that's all I've got time for, as it is getting late, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for another question.
2 weeks.
Good night, all.
That's what I said. 2 weeks. Why do you always have to argue with me? Why do you do this, man? Why?